Okay guys, welcome to the video. Back on the channel again, doing some cool stuff today. Very long overdue. I literally started prep for this months ago. And I decided to give this Quartz spray on bedliner a shot here and see what it does. So to start off, we have 5 quarts, 20% more material, and with the gun included. And then here's what they say: make any surface look brand new. Brand new maybe if it was bedlinered before, but so what we have is, I used 4 of the quartz. We have 5 of these quartz. Quartz black. Here, worthy of note is the add 8 ounces of Quartz A activator. Shake 2 to 3 minutes. Okay, and this looks very much the same as the here's the activator. So what was it, 8 ounces of that? So there's plenty of activator. That bottle's barely tapped into. And then here's a can with a mark on the side. That would be 2 at 2 ounces. And that goes on top. Alright, so acetone. Acetone cleans the bed liner. And there's some melted rubber gloves. So yeah, it melts gloves. It'll melt them right off. So here's a Schultz gun, little spit and sputter gun, and here's a pickup tube for the bottles. And if you've seen any of the YouTube videos for Raptor liner, that'll go right on top of the can. Put these back in the box. Easy as. It is not difficult to use, but you're gonna want you're gonna want an inline air pressure regulator. That's one thing you're gonna want. Probably don't have to worry about moisture much. I think this stuff is very active in moisture. Kind of like great stuff. It activates faster with a little moisture. So there's the old homemade air compressor and the Stuart Werner Track Force oil pressure gauge. Probably and nothing important. But anyway, my switch is broke, and I don't even have an air pressure regulator. It's only so my pump kicks on at 80 and it kicks off at 100 or so. So I was spraying at 80, probably 80 pounds. Picking stones off of everywhere from doing burnouts. Here's my little step that I made to get onto the truck. Wow. There's a little tack. I just sprayed this. I washed out the gun and sprayed down through the middle. I wish I had the cool little caps that kept the ends off. Anyway, if anyone wondered, it had 3 red LED markers and then 2 orange blinkers. Oh my goodness, look at the cabinet. Bed liner everywhere. Yeah. That's just, yeah, it's the cost of doing business. So I pulled the truck out here in the sunshine. So 4 quarts took care of this whole bed. Here's a bed already collecting evidence. But I thought I had to pull it out here. Man alive, if you could have seen how bad this was. I painted this probably a year. Maybe realistically more like, yeah, 2 years ago. It's been 2 years. It's been 2 years early this spring, so it's 2 years 2 years plus several months. So I painted the bed and the rack with just several random paints that I had around. Probably made a quart and a half of paint. Yeah, not much over a quart. So we used 5. We used 4 quarts. We used 4 quarts of bedliner. So that should be very quality. And this truck's been a sore thumb in my mind for a long while. I think last winter, before winter time, I oiled the bed. I just sprayed waste oil on it, just because it was the best I could do at the moment. I was thinking about painting it. I wanted a year ago, I already wanted to paint it with the bedliner. So one of the objects of this is I'm thinking about taking the thing to the mountains and maybe camping in it. That may or may not happen, but it's an idea. Yeah, it comes out quite beaded. So there you can see there's some spots got missed, and it's almost impossible to know. So here's some runs. You kind of see it's kind of like starting to run, but you can kind of see the areas where it's a little bit shy on bedliner, but I tried to make sure I get all the insides of everywhere. I'm sure there's a skip. Looks pretty good, really. Wow, I'm pretty surprised. It really comes out of the gun though, so I took a couple swipes underneath there, but the it's a little bit tough. The gun likes to be straight upright. I tried to shoot in the back of the cab here. Basically, I had that tarp just pulled down in between. Here's a dent from the fire extinguisher. This truck's had a hard life. So there it is. It makes the truck look like a whole new piece. I thought about maybe how I should have done the bumper too. Wow, that makes the truck look different. So yeah, this is a side with the nice wheels. Let's go around on the other side. Why not? I don't think most of the viewers on this channel have ever really seen the whole truck. So the snorkel got washed. This is that 3-inch exhaust tubing. So I presume this right here is bead sealer. Had a couple bare spots. It just bothered me, so I got some bead sealer and painted them. Anyway, that stayed there. So I'll show you the mount. This pipe is so bright. So I'm going to extend the mounting. Extend the mounting up so I can get in beside, so I actually can get to the screws. Those are very hard to get. Basically, it's a good design. It just needs a little bit more base. It's a little bit flexible. So yeah, it's kind of tore itself loose. It really just needs more surface area. Yeah, I guess I figured the fender is the cheapest part of the truck rather than drilling into the cab. You could presumably drill into the cab up here, but that would be an awfully hard panel to replace. These are like 30 to 60 bucks. Not an issue at all. So I should stand back here and address a tire fitment. So basically the whole truck is downhill thanks to the super heavy winch bumper. So at some point in time, and you probably can't see it, but the tires push back into the cab corner and the caster is way off. So one of the next projects is going to be getting new shocks, new V6 shocks, like the 2001 4Runner. I want shocks just like that. Detroit Axle sent me the wrong shocks for the front, so I may just go take shocks out of I know where there's an 01 4Runner I could steal shocks out of. So it's all a matter of time that I don't really have. I don't have money to buy another set of shocks from Rock Auto, and from Detroit Axle, but I'm not gonna take my shocks out and just have my truck set on jack stands until the stuff gets shipped back and forth. So I just stuck the old shocks in the box and send them back, because either way they're equally useless. I hope they get a good laugh out of it. Anyway, no offense intended. So that's about it. There's the back bumper. I would definitely redo that. It works, but not too proud of it. So here's the cab corners. You can take your own souvenirs. Usually what I'll do is I'll just pressure wash it off. See what new chunks fall